Today is May 12th, 2015, and I just wanted to make a quick update as to what I've been doing and what I'm working on and why it's taking a little bit longer for me to get some of these rape videos that I'm making about things that the government did to me. Why it's taking longer to get all of that uploaded and everything. So, I'm right now in the middle of a court case that the United States government has brought against me for purposes of kidnapping my babies for me again. And they've done this in the past with other baby girls that I had in this area. And they have been lying and saying that there were never any such cases about those baby girls in the past, which is incredible. And then, and as always, they've tried to make a mental illness claim. And the judge that's involved is completely corrupt. All the judges at this courthouse they're all connected to the government. And I was basically brought up my entire life around people who talked about human cloning and who were involved in government programs for human cloning. And then I decided that, well, if I wasn't going to work with them, that they'd just kidnap my kids and call me crazy because they wanted my kids and they wanted my DNA, and I wasn't going to give that to them voluntarily. So so basically, with this judge that's involved, the state's claim as to why I shouldn't raise my own kids, to make it sound like it's a normal case, is that I'm mentally ill and I might be at risk, which I'm not, obviously, and they know that. And the judge has already given the state the ammunition that they need against me. So I've already lost. I already lost the case because the judge said, you're incompetent and I don't want you to be pro se. So I'm going to hire and appoint a guardian ad litem to speak on your behalf because you don't or cannot understand the nature of these legal proceedings. Well, that's a bunch of garbage because despite the fact that he disagrees with what I say and his idea that my perceptions are not based in reality, I understand very well what the legal proceedings are, and no one has been able to challenge me on that understanding. I understand the nature of the entire case and what the directions and instructions are about. So his claim of incompetence or whatever is leveled at me specifically to make me sound nuts. And that right then and there, the minute that he did that, he blocked me from entering any evidence that would refute what the state is claiming, because these public defenders don't want that evidence in the record either, because they say the same thing. Even though they claim to be defending me, they're not. They work for the government, and they were part of this group that when I was a kid, they also told me that either I work with them or, have my babies taken away from me. So I've never agreed to work with them. I never wanted to work with them in that way. And this is what has happened. So the judge has blocked me from entering evidence into my case and into the record that would give like actual grounds for me to have it appealed, or would put what they've said into question. And it's all information that's damaging to them personally. Like, they all have conflicts of interest. And they want to say, oh no, you're just so mentally ill, you'll have a conflict of interest with everyone and anyone. And that's part of the reason the government used so many individuals from the outset against me, and bribed them to work against me from the very beginning, because they wanted to make it look like I was just the problem and everyone else is innocent. So this This judge not only has blocked me from entering the real evidence into the record that needs to be, and giving me the time, allowing me to run this the way that it needs to be run, so that I have the time to request evidence from specific departments that needs to be requested and entered into information in the court. It's not only blocked me from doing that, he's already given the state their landslide win by saying I'm nuts. So if I'm incompetent, then obviously I can't, an incompetent person who has to have a guardian ad litem speak on their behalf, obviously cannot be entrusted with the welfare and care of their own child. And so therefore, the jurisdiction is already the government's and the state's. You know, so let me tell you this. Does that conclusion right there that I've made, does that sound nuts to you? Or does that sound like I don't understand the nature of these proceedings? I understand very well the nature of these proceedings, and I understand that they are corrupt.